Then Zhao Nan shrugged his shoulders and sobbed. This is after all that happened. He opened his heart to me again. I sighed to myself. Close your eyes slowly. Raised his hand and hugged Zhao Nan. I decided not to hide anymore. It is my feelings for Zhao Nan. At this time, the rooftop was staring at the starry sky in a daze. No one knows what's on his mind at the moment. It's not false to be afraid of the young, but also to see who the other party is. The other party is the existence of destroying Wang Long with one hand. After my difficult victory over Liu Yuanzai, Zheng Tai's mindset has changed. Hiding in the training room to meditate, he kept thinking about it. My previous battle with Liu Yuanzai. If you replace the person fighting with yourself, can you deal with Liu Yuanzai's attack? Can we win? Thinking of the end, I can't help but frown. When I opened my eyes, I was sweating profusely. Mom appeared behind him and asked him what was wrong. Zheng Tai said, "There is nothing." I asked my mother if she was worried. "If senior sister wishes, I will give up this game." Mom fell silent when she heard the words. Think back to the previous game. I've been in a corner again and again, and I've won in the end. Not only is it powerful, more importantly, a never back down mindset. So Zheng Tai knows, you can't beat me. That battle could be life and death. Because I know that unless I die, otherwise, it won't fall. But does my sister want me to give up the game? Zheng Tai asked her mother again. You in the future are my family. Probably not in the future. Mom doesn't have the confidence to say that. Seems like a lot of determination. After a long time, Mom told him to take the next game seriously. And I will be. Zheng Tai, who heard this, was stunned for a moment. Then the corner of the mouth curved into an arc. Then let's put aside the others and enjoy the battle. The jungle on the other side of the world is covered in snow. Several people are waiting for someone. As the car roars, this person also knows that people are coming. It turned out that it was Zoe who connected with him, and behind Zoe followed Iron Man and Earth Tiger executives. A few important people told Zoe. It has been trapped for more than 10 days. The other party is holed up in a wooden house and refuses to surrender. Jason's group at this time. It has reached the point of running out of ammunition and food. So-called, it could have been attacked long ago. If you want to sell someone, please give it to President Zhang. As soon as the white dog heard that the person who killed Feng San was inside, suddenly in a hurry, those bastards who were clamoring to rush in and beat. Stone said it was best to ask the president for instructions. Tianan interrupted him directly and said it was unnecessary. Earth Tiger and the others also heard the anger in Tianan's words. Dare not interject. Tetsuo walked in. Pick up the RPG on the ground and say borrow it. Then in the jaws of the crowd, he directly picked it up in his eyes. The target is pointed directly at the wooden house. Hold the trigger without hesitation. A missile trailing smoke, howling towards the cabin. Jason is still scouting outside by the window. The next second directly explodes in place. There was an explosion, turned into a huge light. Feng San's revenge was avenged. The crowd looked at this with solemn expressions. Tetsuo threw away the RPG and said he was ready to go back. The last game cannot be missed. On this side of the island, I struggled to get up, but Plank asked me to rest more. I scolded him for being old. Plank is not angry either. Said the doctor ordered. Take at least a month off to recover. I don't care about this little injury. Plank says everyone wants to see a show. So I have to be in top physical condition. Now, that pissed me off. Am I playing to make you happy? Did Plank make it clear? But I still don't want to leave any regrets in the game. So I told him, this small injury will be fine in a week. And within a week, the men came back. Zheng Tai is also meditating to adjust his state. My relationship with Zhao Nan has been restored to the past. A week later, took the bandages off. Organize your clothes. Firm eyes. Out of the room. Welcome to the final game. What kind of live stream is it? Let 5 billion people around the world watch it at the same time. It's the pinnacle battle between me and Zheng Tai. The final battle is still on the rooftop. This battle also touched the hearts of countless people. The national bosses are in front of the screen. Nervous, waiting for the game to start. Zhao Nankyu Zinkin and others are more worried. because both sides of the battle belong to their own relatives. Distant bear country. A little boy sleeps peacefully. And aside, Bloom, who coaxed him to sleep, is also watching the live stream on his mobile phone. Neon Boyson slaps the floor and says it's about to start. Hail Sasaki to come and watch together. In the prisons of Country H, a group of people chirping and watching the live stream, claiming that the president will win. It was the second uncle who kept them quiet. The corners of the second uncle's mouth also curvature. This kid is really promising. Can actually kill Liu Wanzai. As expected of the eldest brother's son, and the game on the rooftop has not started yet. It's been an hour past schedule. Internet celebrities don't know what's going on. Go check the door, and there is a loud smashing sound behind the door. It makes internet celebrities nervous. Wait for him to open the door and lean over. The scene in front of him shocked him into a cold sweat. Mrs. and I. The two had already fought together at the staircase. I was about to head to the rooftop an hour ago. And Decent was sitting on the stairs waiting for me early. How is your body recovering? I don't care at all about his concern. Zheng Tai grinned. Senior Zhang is still as annoying as ever. But it's okay. So I can beat you up with confidence. But I still want to have a word with you before the battle. Stop acting like a child. Sex? I don't understand what he means by that. But I can feel the contempt for me in the words. What if I win? Can Fang San be resurrected? What childish behavior. His words first set me straight. And then I quipped, are you afraid? It's useless to shoot. Speak with strength. Then I passed him and walked towards the rooftop. Zheng Tai sees that I am stubborn. A scorpion swings its leg and kicks me in the face. Feet stop. 10 centimeters on my face. Warning. Then let me see your strength. In this case, I will use all my strength. To be honest, I still care about what senior sister thinks. This condescending attitude of his makes me angry. As if for mom can decide the win or lose of the game at any time. Didn't wait for him to speak again. Just punch him in the face. Zheng Tai slightly dodged sideways. Then he kicked the wall as bright as a monkey. Body soars. Hand on the stair handrail. The body landed firmly on the stairs. It's still a naive global live broadcast. Do you want to enjoy the admiration of others from above? Feng San knows, he will forgive you. A round of questioning set my chest on fire. I didn't see it before that you really can play tricks. Leather, I can talk about whatever you want. Feng San, I think you want to die. What does Feng San mean to me? What the hell do you know? I slanted my boundless anger and punched Zheng Tai. The game has been going on for a week. It's not decided yet. Zheng Tai's palm was blocked by my arm. And my fist was in his hand. The two are facing each other on the stairs. The expressions of both sides can't wait to tear each other apart. All of a sudden, Jay-Tay lifted his foot and kicked me in the chin. I quickly bent back to avoid the blow. Zheng Tai's body spins in the air. Then he kicked me hard. I raise my arm. Block. The powerful force still kicks me back again and again. No matter how talented you are. But the habit of fighting can't be changed. Zheng Tai smiled and said to me, it seems he has a thorough study of my fighting style. Damn underestimated. But you think this will win me over? Throw your fist at Zheng Tai again. He rebounds with the help of the handrail. Kicked me in the face. But I also took the opportunity to grab his trouser legs. Don't wait for him to make a move. I grabbed his trouser legs and yanked them back. Zheng Tai, whole body forward, a cheetah. When he was unsteady, I punched him in the chest. Even if the arm blocks the punch. But the powerful force shook his arm and it hurt. The whole body was blasted upside down. The door behind Zheng Tai vaccine. Immediately hit the door, hoping to temporarily avoid martial arts. But not as he wished. The footsteps behind him reminded him that I was approaching quickly. I looked up and saw me running down the stairs. Internet celebrities watch this wonderful battle. He quickly picked up his phone and started live streaming. In an instant, each boss also received the live stream screen. Mom, everyone frowned as they watched the live broadcast. Zhao Nan looked at it all. I couldn't stop shaking. And we have also done dozens of nurses in a row. Zheng Tai relies on his flexible movement. Every time you dodge my attack, then wait for the opportunity to hit my neutral gear. And I'm still playing. Every punch is a best effort. But this attack method, it is bound to leave more loopholes. Suddenly, I turned my palm into a fist. Protrusion of the lateral middle finger joint. Grabbing space dealt me a continuous thump. Blood mist floated in the air. Is that all you have? I'm so sarcastic. Now, that certainly provoked my anger. Punch him again. It seems that he has already seen through my attack method. Too easy. Hiding from the past. Don't forget to continue to mock when you look back. Now oh, the difference in strength. Continuous attacks were dodged by him again. When I'm stuck. Zheng Tai raised his foot and kicked me in the back of the head. It will be dangerous if this hit. And the mother who watched it all remained calm. Who do you think will win? You and Wang Mingtu are silent. Or who do you want to win? Mom turned around and asked again. What about Wang Mingtu? No matter who wins the game, I will become stronger. In a room at this time, Zheng Tai suddenly broke through the door and flew in. And the body doesn't stop until it takes a few steps back. Zheng Tai gasped for breath. His face is even more gloomy. Look at your expression. Are you finally getting serious? I approached him step by step. You should have given it your all from the start. Otherwise, there is no chance at all. Bastard. One is a Marshal Vane who received formal training since childhood. The other one died in the street. The Underworld Emperor, who grew up in the battle. Who is stronger and who is weaker? All the way from the rooftop stairs to the downstairs. Internet celebrities chased after them with their mobile phones. Just about to enter the room. A chair smashed over. Plugged into his body and smashed into the wall behind him. The two people in the room punched each other. Although it is blocked by the grid, but the eyes of the two are still bright. I grabbed the gap and grabbed Zheng Tai's braid. Pull back hard. Zheng Tai's body is followed by a hound. He also wants to break free from constraints, but I didn't give him a chance. He punched him hard. Zheng Tai's eyes turned cold. Did something that surprised me. He opened his mouth and bit his braid. Then he took a big bite. While biting off the braid. Freed from constraints. Bend over and dodge my attack. The palm of my hand gently imprinted on my abdomen. Then it exploded inside me. It shook me away. I also kept retreating to the edge of the bed before stopping my footsteps. What a tough kid. At this time, Zheng Tai stood with his hands folded. He ticked his finger at me. Disdain for my fighting style. And this was shown live. Zhao Nan was trembling nervously. He doesn't understand why men are like this. In order to compete for the so-called strongest, you can take action against those close to you. Kia Zinkin hesitated and couldn't explain. I just hope this farce ends soon. Mom is also staring at the big screen. Liu Yuanzai walked in. Mom asked him how he was recovering. Liu Yuanzai joked that his bones were falling apart. Even so, I don't want to miss this exciting game either. Liu Yuanzai analyzes two opponents. Zheng Tai was trained from an early age and then applied to actual combat, but I am different. It grows rapidly in one field after another. And street fighting doesn't take any form. Due to the terrain, use everything around you to create for yourself. The voice just fell here. I just grab. The sheets are directly facing down on Zheng Tai. Zheng Tai did not expect this sudden situation. And my fists are hidden in the sheets. Crisis. Zheng Tai dodges sideways, but also lost the opportunity. I jump high, pouncing on its prey like an eagle. A powerful and heavy punch came, and there was no way around it. Solid and punched. Fly upside down. Internet celebrities have just discovered that something is wrong, and it's too late. Zheng Tai hit him directly. And fortunately so, Zheng Tai was not seriously injured. And I followed. The two regained their amazing momentum. Zheng Tai stomped the ground and made a click. Internet celebrity pupil shrinkage. My 14 Pro Max 512 Jinhaojin customized version mobile phone. Zhang Tai ignored his wailing. The body shot at my eyes like a cannonball. God is full of anger. And I smiled. Stand ready. Bring it on, kid. What is a fairy fight? Harm pondfish. Looking at the phone that was crushed by Zhang Tai. The heart of the internet celebrity is bleeding. And most importantly, when the frozen frame of the live stream screen rushed towards me. The second uncle and others in the prison saw the interruption of the live broadcast. Suddenly popular. Will win in the future. I only heard the second uncle say lightly. Because every battle makes him stronger. And here internet celebrities quickly ran to the roof. I found the camera on the side and broke it off. Carry the camera and run downstairs. This intense battle can decide the outcome in an instant. If the result is not recorded, will be the most regrettable thing in life. When he got to the room where we were fighting. And it was empty. And there was a sound of fighting in the room to the side. Bang! I was thrown out of the room into the wall. Then Zhang Tai also rushed out. He threw his knee at me, but he threw it in the air. Missing, he swirls and kicks me again. And I gave up the defense. Also punched at the same time. My fist went into Zhang Tai's chest. And his foot hit mine at the same time. I was banged against the wall again. And Zhang Tai was also beaten several times in a row. We didn't breathe for a moment. Charged towards the opponent again, while dodging my punch. Zhang Tai slapped me again. It's inevitable. I had to raise my arms for the blow. Kazang, the big palm passed through my arm strangely. He grabbed my neck. Winner and loser. Zhang Tai's eyes are very sharp. Then rotate the palm. The essence burst out of my neck. My throat is sweet. Wow, spit out a mouthful of blood. The strength seems to be emptied in an instant. Kneel down and admit defeat. Otherwise you will die. It's too condescending to me. Announce that I'm straightened up. Are you kidding me? I haven't even started yet. See me so stubborn. Zhang Tai lifts her foot. Hit me hard on the head. Powerful force. Hit my forehead hard on the ground. At this point, I lay on the ground and didn't move anymore. The knot is over. Internet celebrities on the side stammered. Zhang Tai is also exhausted. Big head. How cruel of you. The voice that came again made Zhang Tai terrified. After I straightened up again. Falling back too quickly. Open a safe distance. Is this a cockroach? At this moment, Zhang Tai only had this idea in mind. On the other hand, I'm still laughing weirdly here. It was really fun. Zhang Tai breathed heavily. If only death could end it. Then let me help you. Then he jumped at me like lightning again. And I seemed to have given up the defense and stayed. Standing up can be shocking. A move of Zhang Tai Zunlei's trend. But I gently tilted my neck back and dodged. This collar is too bold. Zhang Tai, the same move doesn't work for me. When my fist came. In an instant, the picture of his childhood flashed through Zhang Tai's mind. I was taken in by my master to practice martial arts since I was a child. When the master is dying. He also pinned the hope of the 5 meridians on him. As a descendant of the 5 veins, he will not lose and cannot lose. It's not just about individual victories. It is the dignity of the 5 veins. Although people are in the air. Force, waste force. A cow falls firmly to the ground. From now on. Let's die. I'm a hand-to-hand genius. The king of street fights. Zhang Tai is definitely the toughest opponent I have ever encountered. The battle between the two has lasted for an hour. Although this kind of fist-to-meat fight is very beautiful. But after we just separated. No respite. We'll fight together again. I don't know how many punches I got. How many injuries. There is only one belief in my heart. That is, to kill each other. The frantic battle shocked the spectators. And the two of us in the field are getting more and more excited. I hit Zhang Tai with the heavy punch. Everyone thought it was the winner. Trump clenched his fists even more. But then it loosened. although unwilling. But we are no longer the height he can reach. All of a sudden, she threw me into the ground again. We are both at the end of the force. Zheng Tai was panting heavily. Say you will never lose. But I stood up again. This makes Zheng Tai. For the first time, I felt despair and powerlessness. You lose and fall with my voice. A whip sweep towards Zheng Tai. Zheng Tai was directly swept away and hit the wall. Although the arms protect the head in time, but great strength has made the arm. I can't lift it. Then my attack came again. With a confident smile on his face. Countless fist, shadows will be drowned in an instant. Every blow is like a hammer, beating in the hearts of everyone. Zheng Tai is like a lone boat in the sea. Let the storm hit. The strength of the whole body is condensed in one punch. Zheng Tai, who did not make any defensive movements, was hit with one punch. Is it over? I saw Zheng Tai standing against the wall for a long time. Suddenly, the body moved slightly. I told you to stop moving. Suddenly interrupted by a shout from my mother. His fist stopped in front of Zheng Tai. It's over, Mom said lightly. I looked back at Zheng Tai. It turned out that he had been in a coma for a long time. I grinned. For the sake of a sentence, the 5 veins cannot be standing lost. In a coma. Crazy. At this time, Zheng Tai's body slips and wants to fall. And I grabbed him by the collar. I said I would win. And he put his hand on my shoulder. Carry it to Mom. Mom, I won. Mom, they're both fine. Smile with relief. Zhao Nan saw that it was finally over. Can't stop crying. Lu Yuanzai sees the outcome. Turn around and leave. Glanced at the undead land. It's really exciting. Dihu group, everyone here cheered. Bosque also shouted excitedly. I will see a game like this in my life. It's worth it. Trump also sincerely admired the game. Prison side. The crowd also cheered for the president's victory. The corners of the second uncle's mouth rose. This kid looks just like his dad. A year has passed since the competition. I have a date with Zhao Nan at a restaurant. But there were big men in black sitting around, which made him very dissatisfied. Zhao Nan is full of anticipation and proposes to go to the amusement park on the weekend. I'm scratching my head in embarrassment. Because I have an appointment this weekend. Suddenly, Zhao Nan began to roar in Handong. No time for a relationship. I don't know what you are busy with day by day. I'm being rude and saying that I'll make it up next time to comfort her. The person I want to meet this weekend is my uncle. Today is the day he gets out of prison. Tianan led Bujong to greet the second uncle respectfully. The second uncle just wanted to ask this kid in the future, and I started walking towards him. Long time no see, uncle. Another mysterious mountain. Sasaki and Jocks are training. Mom and Lui Wanzai are sitting in the west. On the other side, Zheng Tai and the undead too is also training against. Everyone is trying to improve themselves. Unparalleled confidence in the results of a year of training. Within the Dihu group, I told Tetsuo to cancel all today's trips. Because there is an important guest visiting today. At this time, Zheng Tai, Liu Yuanzai, and everyone were downstairs. Here you are. Losers. I will still win this time. Efficient comics is over. Many friends are still torn who is strong and who is weak. There is a battle power ranking out today. Judgment criteria battle will. Combat experience. IQ. The ability to improvise on the battlefield and the courage. Mental orb. Fame, talent, etc. Only compare the peak state level. Everyone has a different opinion. I just let go of my heart. The most powerful fighting force in the eyes. If I disagree with you, welcome to the comment area to discuss together. Fifth mother. The descendants of the previous generation of the 5 early combat power ceiling. Once a person singled out a 3-headed ghost. The entrance of the hall in picked 11 million knife gangs in a row. Hall entrance. In the first season, I searched for Wang Long alone. Rights are seen as merely cutting off Wang Long's long hair. He was seriously injured by Wang Long. It was Wang Long who wanted to play cat and mouse. I took the initiative to let him go. In addition to the intervention of Phobler at that time, he was rescued. So set, Mom. 5th. 4th place, Lu Yuanzai. There's a mention in the comics of Zheng Yushu Wenglong. But that was only when Wenglong was young. In the later period, Wenglong had already lived a hermit life. I can't find any trace of Liu Yuanzai. The two did not fight at the peak. In addition, Liu Yuanzai is already high, usually just fishing for health. And I have offspring, and I have a lot of concerns. At that time, the family was kidnapped by the Wan Dao was used as a knife. This can be seen from the final battle with the future. I made moves everywhere, leading to final defeat. Overall, Liu Yuanzai can only rank 4th. 3rd place, Zheng Tai. Zheng Tai, as a contemporary descendant of the Five Veins, showed amazing talent from an early age. I just got off the mountain in high school. It can already hurt, Mom. In the first season of the final battle, fight Wang Long with the future also played a role. But Zheng Tai's biggest problem: I just don't have much actual combat experience. All battles are forced to stand in the ring. They are all fighting for others. The final battle is just to fulfill the master's last wish. Plus Zheng Tai is a kind-hearted person. For killers who are merciful a lot of the time. This also led to the final defeat. The most important reason for the future. The 2nd place will come in the inherited dad's amazing athletic talent. And mom's outstanding fighting talent. And high combat EQ. The kindergarten faces the undead land of the tall and tall. Know that you have to hit your opponent's weaknesses to win. Facing the siege of 4 or 5 junior high school students. Keep calm. Know how to use bricks as weapons. Killing one person with all your might can intimidate others. In junior high school, I followed my second uncle to practice. As soon as we met, we convinced the Blood Phoenix 3 at that time. After a few months of practice, you can already defeat the second uncle. Then with their own ruthlessness, one by one, they challenged the bosses of each hall. Gunshot wound. It was shot by the slain long-range sniper rifle at the time. Survive with their tenacious vitality. A lifetime of battles, big and small. Different from a ring match. Most of what he fights are life and death fights. He and Mrs. Zheng. The biggest difference is the desire to win. This is similar to the undead map. But the future is more fearless of life and death because he has already experienced death. 1st place, Wang Long. As the final boss of the 1st season, Wang Long's appearance is too oppressive. His ruthlessness is not just for his opponents. Even if you show no mercy to your own people. For the apprentice who lost the game. Directly break the bones of the whole body. He tortured and killed all human lives like ants in his eyes. Because of the list, I didn't explain the original plot of the manga. Wang Long in the original plot is even more cruel. Fobular, who was holding a gun, was also tortured and killed. A total of 13 Fobular were killed. Dad goes to seek revenge, missing since then. The second uncle went to take revenge, and was knocked off the cliff with one move. Mom goes to the meeting alone. Not because he wants to play cat and mouse, already been killed. Even after repeated battles. In the end, he will fight with Zheng Tai in the future. It's very easy. Most of the time. According to the upper hand, if it weren't for his intention to play tricks on the two of them. Plus, the protagonist aura. Wang Long one doesn't too easy. Therefore, Wang Long is the strongest in my eyes. If you have different ideas, welcome to the discussion in the comment area.